Hello and welcome to the Parkinson's Group online exercises. My name is Anna and I will be leading us through today's exercises. Thanks for joining us. And so just an overview of today's session. We'll do some vocal warm-ups just to get our voice nice and ready to be practiced. And then we'll do a reading exercise where we'll read all together, and then we'll have some cognitive exercises, so just some questions and discussion to go along with that reading. And then we will do a cool down to top it off at the end. So here we go. So a few tips on how to increase voice level. You want to make sure we're really focusing on these throughout our whole session. I know I can tend to forget one or two of those, and so just try to be cognizant of these strategies. And so the first one is to take a deep, big breath before beginning to speak. So whether it is we're counting or reading a passage or just doing our loud ahs, make sure we take a big, deep breath from our stomach to help us really lengthen that sound or that sentence. The second one is to use your ab muscles to help force air out of the lungs. And just maintain a good posture, so shoulders down and back as we're going through today. And make sure to open your mouth when speaking. And even for ah, our mouth will be circular, but any others, really enunciate the shape of your mouth. So it's an E. If it's an E or me, really pull the corners of your mouth back. So really exaggerate those lip movements. All right, let's warm up. Okay, first one, we got our may, me, my, mo, and moos. And so on this one, we want it to sound kind of chanty, like you're going through it, but we want to make sure they're connected and not separated. So it'll sound a little bit like this. May, me, my, mo, moo. So if you could hear, my voice was connected throughout, and yeah, there was just a little rhythm. It was in the same range. There weren't any sharp stops or up and downs. It was really just smooth and even. And so we'll do this 5 times together. So I will count us down and say ready, set, go, and then we will all together say that whole phrase. And so you should be hearing my voice and your voice. So here we go. Ready, set, may, me, my, mo, moo. Great job. Let's do it again. Remember that deep breath before. Ready, set, may, me, my, mo, moo. Awesome job. Now third one. Here we go. May, me, my, mo, moo. Also, really make sure our voice is loud, and we are ready. Fourth one. Ready, set, may, me, my, mo, moo. Awesome job. Now fifth round. Ready, set, may, me, my, mo, moo. Awesome job with that warm up. We'll continue on. Take a quick drink if you need to, just as you're getting warmed up. Okay, now we will do our loud ahs for 10 seconds. So it'll sound a little bit like this. Ah. So we'll hold it out for 10 seconds. Make sure we're really having a nice, loud, and smooth voice throughout. Remember, 10 is really our goal, really our minimum that we want to aim for. So try to get at least 10. So let me get my stopwatch ready. So we'll do this together 5 times. So I'll count us down and then we'll do it together. So you should hear your voice and my voice as we do this. So here we go. Ready, set, stop. All right. Next one. Ready, set, stop. Good job. Really make sure we're getting that good breath support, so taking a deep breath before, and if you can't make it to 10 and need to drop out, just make sure you drop out gently and you're not having a really harsh stop at the end. So 3rd time, here we go. Ready, set, stop. Awesome. Okay, take a quick breather for like 10 minutes and we'll do our last 2. All right, here we go. Ready, set, stop. All right, last one. Let's really make this one count. Do it as loud as you can for 10 seconds. Ready, set, go. Stop. Awesome job. We did our me, me, my, mo, moos, and we did our loud ahs. Next up, we have our glides. And so we will be starting in the low range, and then we'll glide to the high range. We'll take a breath, and then we'll glide from high to low. So it'll sound a little bit like this. Ah, ah. All right, so really make sure you're taking a breath before, in the middle, and then after, make sure you're just pushing that breath through if you still have air to exhale. And in the middle, you can inhale through your nose. And so here we go. We'll do this 5 times, so do it with me. You should hear my voice and your voice. Ready, set, go. Ah, ah. Great job. 1 down. 4 more to go. Ready, set, ah, ah. All right, 3 more. Here we go. Ah, ah. job. Are you taking that breath in between? Here we go. Ah. Ah. All right, fourth one. Ready, set. Ah. Ah. And fifth glide. Here we go. Ready, set. Ah. Ah. Great job on those glides. And just a reminder before we move on, we want to make sure we are speaking with intent. And so that just means really being intentional with our voice and making sure that we are speaking really on purpose and deliberate and not just really being clear when we speak with volume. All right, next up we have our functional phrases. And so I'll say them and then I will pause and leave enough time for you to say them too. And so make sure you're really practicing these phrases with intent. And so if there's a question mark, make sure you're asking it like it'd be a question. If there's an exclamation point, then you can do the same or use like emotion with that. And so here we go. So you will repeat after me. I will pause and that will give you time to say it. Where are you going? I need help. I don't need any help. I'm hungry. Take care. Let's go. What's the weather like? What's going on? Pass the food, please. Turn off the light. Did you get that? All right, let's take a quick drink of water before we move on to counting. And just as a reminder, drinking water is really good for our vocal hygiene and our oral hygiene. And so there's really great benefits to keeping hydrated for our voice and for our oral hygiene. All right, here we go. I will count us through and make sure this is a little bit above conversational speech is what your volume should be at. And I'll do one line and then we'll do that line again and then we'll go to the next. And so you can just say it as count as I count. So you should hear me and you counting. So here we go. 10, 8, 6, 4, 2. And again. 10, 8, 6, 4, 2. Next row. Deep breath. 20, 18, 16, 14, 12. And again. 20, 18, 16, 14, 12. Next row. 30, 28, 26, 24, 22. And again. 30, 28, 26, 24, 22. And make sure we're really connecting those numbers. Here we go. 40, 38, 36, 34, 32. And again. 40, 38, 36, 34, 32. Next line. 50, 48, 46, 44, 42. And again. 50, 48, 46, 44, 42. Counting is completed. Get another drink of water since we did a lot of counting. All right. Next we have our reading, and so you will just read along with me and make sure we're using our intent and taking breaths throughout whenever you need it, more or less than I. Just make sure you're getting that good breath support so that your words are supported. So, ready? Go. Last December, pasta has been reclassified as a vegetable in the U.S. schools. An overhaul of national dietary regulations has resulted in pasta now counting towards the vegetable requirements in school lunches across the USA. The new school guidelines were released by the U.S. Department of Agriculture last week. The rules stipulate that pasta made of vegetable flour may credit as a vegetable, even if the pasta is not served with another recognizable vegetable. Pasta can only be regarded as a vegetable serving if it is made with potato, soy, or other starchy, vegetable-based flour. Shocked critics of the new rules joked that bread could be regarded as a vegetable, as that is also made from flour. Other changes outlined include the halving of fruit given to children for breakfast and the provision of a greater selection of burgers, fries, pizza, and other high-calorie food that is full of saturated fat and salt. The Agriculture Secretary defended the guidelines. He said the new rules would reduce food waste. He said the new policy was necessary because a more common sense flexibility is needed to provide students with nutritious and appetizing meals. The guidelines reverse the Hunger-Free Kids Act of 2010, which was championed by Michelle Obama. A health expert said, "This makes absolutely no sense. Politics and industry pressure should not interfere with what is best for children's health." All right, so question. Let's read this question together and the answers. What now counts as a vegetable in the U.S. schools? A. Any pasta. B. Pasta made of vegetable flour. C. Pasta paired with a vegetable. Or D. Pasta sauce. I'll give you a minute and a half to think about that. All right, let's look at the answer. It is B. Pasta that is made of vegetable flour can be counted as a vegetable in U.S. schools. Next question. Let's read it together. How did the Agricultural Secretary justify the new requirements? A. He said the kids don't like real vegetables. B. He said it would save money. C. He said they should count for what they are. D. He said the new rules would reduce food waste. I'll give you a minute. All right, let's look at the answer. It is D. He said that the new rules would reduce food waste. Next question. Why was this new policy necessary? A. To fill government regulations. B, for flexibility for the students' meals. D, to fill student requests. I'll give you a minute. All right, let's look at the answer for this one. It is C, for flexibility for students' meals. All right, now speaking of vegetables, list your favorite vegetables, however you like them cooked. So top 5 favorite vegetables. I'll give you a minute. All right, here are some of my favorite vegetables. They are Brussels sprouts, sweet potatoes, broccoli, cauliflower, and carrots. And I prefer them roasted. That is my favorite way to eat vegetables. All right, so now let's do our cool down. And so let's hold our loud off for 5 seconds to warm up. So I'll do it and then you can do it. Now your turn. Ready, set, go. And stop. Okay, now hold out your ah for as long as you can. And so I will count you out in increments of 5. And so while I'm counting, you should be saying your ah. So first time, you will go. Or both times you'll go, but I'll count you down and then hold it out for as long and loud as you can. Make sure to get that good breath before. Ready, set, go. 5, 10, 15, 20, and stop. If you made it between 10 and 20 seconds, that is fabulous. All right, let's do it again. Make this one even louder and longer. This is the last thing you have to do. All right, so you're up. Ready, set, go. 5, 10, 15, 20. Great job. Thank you so much for joining. If you have any questions or ideas, send them to Lindsay. Thanks so much for joining.